an intense military training for girls. Only Takaku Azuma passes. Her employer, Kaiba, tells her she will be transferring to a new school whereby everyone other than the target are assassins. She is going to win this game and kill the target the fastest because the person who controls Black Class will be rewarded with anything she wishes. Anything. Later, Takaku is given a riddle. What is the world fulfilled with? She answers wrongly. Curse, isn't it? He calls her life a failure and throws her a choice. Kill others and live, or let them live but be killed. Or will she try to have both sides live? Takaku arrives first at Black Class and sees Haru Ikenos reciting the list of all the 13 students that are enrolled here. She is sure to graduate this time. Ataru Mizurogi is their homeroom and biology teacher, and he looks like the cheery kind of guy. Youth. He takes attendance and we get to see some of their shishi or creepy personality. Haru tries to be positive and has made straps for everyone to commemorate their friendship. Takaku reports back the information she has gathered. Neo Hashiri wonders if she wants to team up, seeing everybody could guess Haru is the target. Neo wanted to throw her strap away, but Takaku picks it up and keeps it. Ironically, she threw away hers. Well, Isuke and Yukai also throws away hers to Takaku. Later, Haru and Takaku hang out. Haru seems to be having fun while emotionless Takaku just observes her. They are also roommates, and Takaku destroys all the hidden cameras plaguing the room. Takaku notices a scar on her thigh and wants to see. Haru wouldn't, so Takaku flips up her skirt. I see white panties. Meanwhile, Isuke is roommates with Haruki Sage. Isuke tries to be dominant, but Haruki plays it cool and requests for nail polisher. Because Takaku was selected to be the dorm leader, she has to go around checking the other students as Haru joins her. They meet the tomboyish Chidori Namatame and the lowly Hitsugi Kirigaya. The pair is always together. Next is Isuke and Haruki, but the latter gets a little rough, throwing her Pocky sticks at Takaku, in which she dodges. Then there is Shinya Bamba, whose daytime personality is Maharu. It just gets weirder and weirder, Later that night, as they can't sleep, Takaku asks her about that riddle. Her answer would be forgiveness. Takaku doesn't think that answer would be right and thinks she isn't the one. Takaku is surprised when Kaiba replies that forgiveness is the correct answer to his riddle. The next school day, as more students join Class Black, Haru decides to have lunch with Takaku, whilst the other students hear from Neo Hashiri about a meeting concerning their mission. Later that day, classmate Isuke Yukai comes around to have tea with Haru, slipping her a sleeping drug with the intent of drowning her in a bath whilst she is asleep. When Takaku learns from Haruki Sagi that Isuke is targeting Haru, she rushes back to her room to stop Isuke, fighting against her to protect Haru. Isuke overwhelms her after Takaku becomes hesitant to kill her, but decides to take her leave. After Takaku regains consciousness, Haru, who was actually aware of what was happening and knows she is being targeted, asks her why she came to her rescue, stating her determination to graduate from Class Black alive to honor her family who died protecting her. That night, a meeting is held amongst the other assassins where they are briefed on their mission, which is to be kept secret from the other students and their homeroom teacher, Ataru Mizurogi. Each assassin is given one opportunity to assassinate Haru, and whoever kills Haru first will have any wish they desire granted, with those who fail their assassinations within 48 hours of giving an advance warning becoming expelled. Upon arriving at the meeting, Takaku announces that she has defected to Haru's side and will be her protector. With the higher-ups approving of Takaku's role as Haru's protector, the meeting comes to a close. The next day, Haru receives an advance warning that her life is being targeted and decides not to inform Takaku, becoming determined to defend herself. Later, as Class Black visits a botanical garden, Haru is befriended by Atoya Takeshai, unaware that she is the one who sent the warning. Later that night, Takaku warns Haru not to be so naive and explains the rules concerning her assassination, but Haru states her hope that the other assassins could legitimately become her friends and none will have to die. The next day, Atoya uses an opportunity to get close to Haru and knock her out with some neurotoxin-carrying flowers, before trapping Takaku in a boiler room so she cannot interfere. Takaku manages to escape and learns from the others that Atoya, who is revealed to be a serial killer who gets sexual pleasure from killing her victims, is the one who sent the notice. As Takaku manages to reach their location and fight against Atoya, she is almost killed but is saved when Haru uses the same flowers to knock Atoya unconscious. With her 48-hour time limit up come the next morning, Atoya is transferred out of Class Black by the group's ringleader, Neo Hashiri. As Class Black undergo midterm exams, Takaku and Haru hear from Chidori Namatame, who is often seen with Hitsugi Kirigaya, that she is not targeting Haru, as she joined the Class Black for a different reason, before later hearing an urban legend from Neo about a hidden room in the library. Upon returning to their room, Takaku and Haru discover another advance warning, also discovering some bombs has been planted in their freezer. The culprit this time around is Koko Kaminaga, an assassin specializing in explosives who was exiled from her organization after her teacher was killed in a failed bombing attempt, which Kaminaga herself was responsible for, as she had set the timing that the bomb would go off at too early, which killed her teacher instead of their target. Despite knowing the danger, Takaku accompanies Haru to the library and manages to locate the hidden room from Neo's rumors. There, Takaku narrowly manages to protect Haru from a hidden bomb and pursues Koko, who wanted to use her wish to quit being an assassin, managing to disarm her and stop her attempt, leading her to be transferred out of Class Black the next day. Mizurogi is fired up for his class to do Romeo and Juliet for the cultural festival. Chitaro and Hitsugi are casted as the main characters and Shiena is on fire being the director. Or is she? When Haru and Takaku are in the bath, Haruki comes in and sees Haru's body scars. She mocks her. How does it feel to have people die for her and how could she carry on living with a smile? Haru plays it cool and she will continue to smile. In that case, if Takaku dies, she'll continue to smile, right? Later Takaku gets mad for Haru for not being mad. What? Neo reveals to Haru that there were two killer clans that ruled this country in darkness. The Azuma of the east and Kuzunoha of the west were always at each other's throats. Takaku interrupts and reminds Haru if she wants to know something, ask her directly. So this is briefly her family structure. Her mom died shortly after her birth and was looked after by grandma. She never knew her dad and has no other encumbrances. Haruki talks to Takaku that Haru could have been in the other class. In fact, none of them wanted to be here. Such is fate. She wants to free Haru tonight, so if she is interested, come meet her here. Isuke sees a picture of Haruki's orphanage family and realizes this is her reason. She gives her advice that all those unnecessary stuffs should be rid off and everyone should be killed. That's how she lived her life. Haruki ignores her. Haru goes to the hall as Takaku wanted to talk to her. Unfortunately, this is a setup by Haruki. She gives Haru her advance notice and then strangles her with her wire. So much about the warning being in advance. Luckily, Takaku didn't trust Haruki and jumps into the scene to save Haru. Yeah, after all that has happened, you think she should be by her side 24/7. Takaku and Haruki slug it out, but the former is superior. Now that it boils down to this, there is only one choice left for Haruki for freedom. She pulls a string that collapses the entire truss on the ceiling. Seems prior to this, she has made a deal with Neo that if she dies, her family will get the reward. Thanks to the gaps, Takaku and Haru lives. Though the truss crushed Haruki, she is still alive and no fatal injuries. She admits her loss and Haru even gives her advice that being alive means she has been forgiven that she is here. Either way, Haruki believes she needs to try her best. And so this means Haruki is transferred out, but Mizurogi is one stressed guy. The hall is in a mess. Takaku wonders if Haru could still continue to forgive even if the entire world wishes death on her. She will. As long as they reflect on their actions, she will forgive them every time. As the culture festival begins, Chitaro mentions to Hitsugi about how she is searching for a killer known as Angel's Trumpet who specializes in poison, to which Hitsugi offers to help her out. Later that night, Hitsugi comes across Shiena Kanmachi, who is planning to deliver a warning to Haru and sprays her with poison before delivering her own warning to Haru when she and Takaku comes across the scene. The next day, as Shiena is transferred out of Class Black due to her hospitalization, the play gets underway, with Takaku and Haru discovering many of the prop swords have been covered in poison. Spotting this, Chitaro suspects that Haru is Angel's Trumpet, the one who killed her teacher's daughter, and faces against Takaku in an offstage sword fight. During the battle, Hitsugi comes forward and confesses that she herself is Angel's Trumpet. Returning to the play, Hitsugi allows herself to be stabbed by Chitaro, who then learns from Neo that her wish was to leave with her once everything was over. Feeling remorse, Chitaro drinks the remainder of Hitsugi's poison and falls alongside her, with the audience unaware. As Class Black prepares to go to the school's pool, Suzu Shuto straps a bomb around Haru's neck, set to explode at midnight. In order to disable it, Takaku is tasked with finding 4 cards that make up a 4-digit password required to unlock the bomb, of which she is only allowed 3 tries. Takaku finds the first card, a 7 of diamonds, inside a watermelon, but loses her first password attempt whilst testing out a theory that the other digits are the 7s taken out of the deck they came from. Takaku finds the second card, a joker for 0, on a searchlight and finds the third hidden in the deck itself. Meanwhile, after Ataru shows up to congratulate Suzu on her birthday, Suzu explains to the others that she has a condition that prevents her body from aging, which led to a man she loved coming to outage and leave her, and her wish is to be able to age normally and eventually die. With less than 15 minutes till minute, Takaku rides in the flume in search for the fourth card, but becomes trapped inside a cage which sinks to the bottom, giving the choice of either saving Haru or herself. Haru then kisses Takaku, which awakes Takaku, who then witnesses Haru saving her, leaving them with only 3 digits to guess the password from. Takaku presumes from Adaru's announcement that the password is likely to be Suzu's birthday, whilst Haru deduces that the actual date is that of the man she loved, managing to disarm the bomb at the last second. Accepting her loss, Suzu takes her leave from Class Black. Isuke calls her papa, who is busy killing people. He feels lonely and hopes she would come back. Sure, with lots of souvenirs too. Neo talks to the chairwoman, Yuri Maikai, who is enjoying every bit that has happened. It reminded her of her own days in Black class, in which she took only 6 days to complete. Takaku and Haru chance upon Shinya in the bath, so the latter talks about Maharu locking up herself this whole time and doesn't know how to live a normal life. From the way she says it, Takaku could guess she is the next one. Shinya and Maharu are like having some sort of discussion. Maharu is indecisive about some relic that she is close to getting her hands on, so Shinya won't let her wait anymore. Since a storm is coming, Neo tries to persuade Haru to do Kimidamshi, but Takaku won't allow it, so Neo hints something about Takaku's past that may resemble closely to some cursed occult. As the duo leave, the wind brings in an advance notice from Maharu. Takaku takes Haru and run, but Isuke attacks them. Takaku got a little injured as she reminds her not sending an advance letter is against the rules. Isuke is sure Haru already got it. Takaku throws mud in her face to make their escape. She realizes the note was from Isuke since there are no rules stating about putting your name on it. Isuke remembers Isuke killed her real parents because they tried to kill her. He adopted her, and in exchange for taking care of her, he wants her to assist and succeed him in his assassin job. Takaku locks Haru in a science lab and tells her to stay put before rushing off to settle things with Isuke. The dangerous women meet again and another knife battle takes place. Isuke is not afraid of her and knows her moves, because she knows she hesitates and stops when she is about to kill. Everyone else is on their guard just because she carries the Azuma name, but imagine if they knew about this, it would have changed everything. Haru is sitting nicely in the lab when suddenly a few knocks are heard on the door. Can't get through. Smash it with a hammer. Yeah. Here is Shinya with her advanced notice. She's crazy. Let's get this party started. Isuke points out Shinya is a bit early, and that look on Takaku's face that she made the biggest mistake of leaving Haru alone. I knew this would come. I mean, how could she even think of leaving Haru alone? Couldn't she just stay and guard Haru by her side? It is shown that Takaku's inability to kill came from her aunt, who followed her sister's wishes to not have Takaku grow up to a killer like the rest of her bloodline. With Takaku still locked in battle with Isuke, Haru attempts to escape from Shinya's violent mallet attacks on her own esteem. After receiving another message from Kaiba, Takaku manages to stun Isuke with a taser hidden in her shoe and escape. However, she falls into a trap laid out by Isuke and is pushed off a bridge. Meanwhile, Haru is chased to the A-B room of the school, where Isuke uses a projector's light to cause Shinya to experience traumatic memories and knocks her out before turning her attention towards Haru. Takaku, who had managed to survive her fall, finally comes to understand how her mother and aunt protected her with their lives and overcomes her hesitation, stopping Isuke and rescuing Haru. With both Isuke and Shinya defeated, the remaining classmate, Sumayako Hanabusa, prepares to make her move. With only Takaku, Haru, Neo, and Sumayako remaining in Class Black, Sumayako gives Haru an invitation to a tea party, claiming it not to be an advance notice. Meanwhile, Otoya breaks out of prison and sneaks into the dorms to try and target Haru again, but is stopped by Sumayako, who crushes Otoya's scissors in her hand with little effort. Later that night, Haru and Takaku arrive at the tea party, where they discover robotic puppets of all the other classmates, as well as the restrained Otoya. After explaining how she wants to prove she is a stronger queen than Haru, Sumayako delivers her notice and has her puppets attack Takaku, giving her a selection of guns to fight against. After being prevented from separating herself from the others to target Haru, Sumayako reveals she has powerful robotic limbs and launches a fierce attack against Haru. In the ensuing battle, Otoya breaks free and manages to disable one of Sumayako's arms, only for her to replace it with another weapon, with Otoya once again captured by Neo. As Takaku becomes cornered, Haru lures Sumayako away from her and uses her robotic limbs to her own advantage, knocking her off the side of a building. After receiving another text from Kaiba asking who is the queen, Takaku asks Haru what Sumayako meant by her words about her being a queen bee, but Haru simply says it is not the time to tell her yet. With all the other assassins defeated, Neo announces there will be an orientation held at midnight, revealing the secret behind Class Black, implying that Haru already knows something. That night, Takaku and Haru arrive at the orientation, where they are greeted by Yuri, who reveals Class Black was designed as a test to see if Haru could survive against 12 assassins and become a successor for her clan, who control most of the world. Yuri implies that Haru, consciously or not, allegedly has the power to manipulate and control others into protecting her, which Haru refuses to acknowledge. As Haru runs off in denial, Yuri asks Takaku to think of a wish she once granted for winning Class Black. That night, as Takaku feels she had been manipulated the entire time, with no way for Haru to prove otherwise, Kaiba tells her that all of the riddles he had sent her have no right answers, tasking Takaku with finding her own answers. Meanwhile, after Haru asks Yuri to let her leave the clan and live a normal life, Neo takes her to their clan's cemetery, which Myojo Academy was built upon, giving her some time to reflect on things. After spending time with her family's grave, Haru is approached by Takaku, who delivers her own advance warning and draws her sword against her. Haru can't believe over this betrayal. Well, believe it. She doesn't wish for this to happen, but Takaku is serious. Here's a warning slice. The next one will kill her if not for a gunshot interrupting. Hey, another Takaku. She brings Haru and run while explaining that Takaku is actually Neo in disguise. As she once said about the Azuma and Kuzunoha clans, while Azuma specialize in combat and assassination techniques, the Kuzunoha clan are more towards mystic arts like hypnotism. Neo is from this clan. Once Black Class ends, she'll betray it and kill Haru. Haru doesn't know if her subconscious made Takaku protect her. Even so, Takaku has obtained something irreplaceable in her heart. Those feelings has guided her here is everything to her. Neo catches up and attack. Oh no, two Takekas. How can I tell which is the real one? Well, from the imposter's rationale, she wants to kill Haru for her sake. Something like it's the primer's fault. I don't know. I'm confused. As she wants to prove something about her primer effects and Haru's true wish is to kill. The imposter loses but won't give up in killing Haru. Takaku stabs her, and then Haru picks up the knife and charges straight for Takaku. She's thankful about this and that and loves her, blah blah blah. That's why she won't die. Maybe she has to eat her words since Takaku stabs her. She considers their family the same. Once Haru is gone, Takaku puts up an emotional look more than all the emotions she has combined in this entire series. Oh wait, did she ever? Neo laments her ruined plan of killing Haru in her looks because she thought it would be fun. In the end, they're just the same. They're only competent in killing. Yuri congratulates Takaku for being the true winner of Black Class and will grant her any reward. Perhaps she is too stunned to speak. Maybe another time when she is ready. Takaku indeed does have a wish but is sad it won't come true anymore. It seems Haru is alive and is the only sole survivor of Black Class. Mizorogi hands her the graduation certificate. The others also have their certificates and Haru will personally deliver to them if she meets them again. Neo is also alive and is seen talking to Yuri. They discuss that Haru is alive thanks to the titanium ribs she has. The knife missed her heart by inches. We are also given a short glimpse of the other girls from Black Class. All of them live. Yes, all of them are still alive. Hanabusa is back in her mansion thinking of taking up cooking. Shadu pays her last respects to her beloved one at the grave. Kuko makes a daring move by running away from her orphanage and kills all the nuns in pursuit of her. Now she looks so badass. Haruki is working at a construction site while Takechai is on her best behavior picking weeds in her detention facility. Wow, it's like she turned over a new leaf and becoming a good girl. Isuke is sunbathing at the beach with Asuke and is pouting because this entire beach could have been theirs. Kirigaya sits by Chitoru's side at the hospital. Shiena is a hacker and Maharu is admiring the city view and assures Shinya she'll be fine on her own. Lastly, Haru goes to meet up with Takaku who is waiting for her at the school gates. Kaiba finally seems impressed with whatever answer Takaku replied to his riddle. This is the end of my video, so please watching all of my anime recap series. Thanks for watching.